Hi everyone, I'm your instructor Naimhan. This is my video about C++ language where we will talk about loops in C++ language. So basically, what is loops in C++ language? So loops are used to repeat a block of codes. For example, your teachers say you have to print out a number on the screen like 10 times, okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 10 times you have to print your text on console application. For that you will you will write your statement like cout and one and second statement cout 2. So it will increase your code and it will take much more times, okay. So we don't need to write multiple times of statement, okay. So we can use like loops. So there are three loops we can use in C++ language, like which is while loop, for loop, and do while loop, okay. So now let's get started with while loop, okay. So one thing is noticed, when you will write your loops you have to type three conditions here, okay. So basically one is initializations, second is conditions, and third is increment or decrement, okay. So for example, I will write here my variable int a equal to a, okay. At this time I am assigning a value into one value into a variable, okay. So this is called initialization, okay. And after that I will write my my while loop, okay. So in while loop, now here you can see this the structure of while loop. In between parentheses you have to type your conditions, okay. The second one is condition, okay. So for example I will say write a is less than or equal to 10. So now a value is 1 and a is less than or equal to 10. So I will write here a plus plus, okay. It will increase, okay, it will increment here, okay. So this is called initialization, this is called condition, called in, and after that you write out your console application. Simply I will say value is and then variable name which is a, and after that I will use inline. You have your file, go to click one button, and here you can see values 2, values 3, values 4, and it's printed 10 times in your console applications. You don't need to write this statement again and again, okay. We can use while loop to create 10 times uh, 10 time numbers on my console applications, okay. This is called while loop. And there is another loop which is for loop, okay. So basically we can use as well for loop. So for example I will use for and then parentheses and also curly bracket, okay. The difference between while loop and for loop is that you have to type your initializations, conditions, and increment or decrement here in parentheses, okay. You don't need to take variable in outside for loop, and you don't need to write multiple variables or increment decrement outside in your for loop, okay. So basically we can use in for loop in parentheses, okay. Like for example I will say int a equal to like 1 and a is less than or equal to 10 a plus plus. So now you can see we defined here initialization here, condition here, or increment in for loop, okay. So just you have to type cout and print out your message. I will write my variable name in line, okay. So I will save this file, click in build and run button. Now here you can see its printed value is 1 to 10 times, okay. So basically the while loop and while loop and for loop is much more similar, okay. There is no difference, but while loop you have to define outside your variables and increment here, and you don't need to write increment a variable outside in for loop, okay. You can use this parenthesis in between. You have to you can write your initializations, condition, and increment, okay. And basically there is third loops which is called do while loop, okay. So now basically for do while loop we can use like for example int a equal to like 1, okay. So for example if you can use if you're using do while loop, for that you have to type do and then curly bracket, okay, and you have to type like your message value is, and then you have to type your variable name and then end line. You don't need to write parenthesis here, okay, because we can use like while loop here, okay. So the difference between while loop, for loop and do while loop, so basically do while loop will run your statement first and check your conditions at the last time, okay. So now for example I will say a is less than or equal to 10, okay. So now I will write here a plus plus, okay. So basically do while loop is doing first of all it will it will run the statement first and it will check these conditions later, okay. So I will save this file and click on build and run button. Now here you can see it will print it as well. We are expecting here values 1 to 10, okay. So basically why we use do while loop or while loop. So basically now here you can see when I write here a is greater than or equal to, for example I'm saying here a is greater than 10. Now a value is 1 but I'm saying a is greater than 10, okay. So when I will save this file it will return, now here you can see it will return value is 1. So basically now this condition is wrong here, okay. A is not greater than 1, okay. A is less than 1 because a value is 1 and 10 is greater than 1, okay. So basically it will check here, it will print it out this statement first. So it will print like for example value is, it will print a value because a value is 1, so it will print it out like here value is 1. So if it goes down this condition is incorrect, it will not print this but it will print it here, okay, value is 1. So do while loop is doing this this statement as well, it will print this statement as well first, okay. So in while loop, when you will use while loop, for example I will say like I will use while loop another time. For example I will say a is greater than 10, okay. And now my message value is and I will write my variable name a plus plus, okay. So when I will save this file, now here you can see when I will build and run button, click on that, now here you can see there is no message on my console application. The problem is that it will check condition first, okay, it will check condition first and after that it will print out this statement, okay. In do while loop it will print out statement first and it will check conditions after that, okay. So that was difference between while loop and do while loop. So that was quick tutorial about how to work with loops in C++ language. So I will see you in next video. Okay, thanks, bye.